Hello there. I'm going to make a brownie pudding cake today. Very simple, little 8x8 cake. It's going to wind up with having like a brownie on top, and then it has like pudding underneath. You serve it warm, it's so good. So let's get started on Darlene's table. Okay, so I've got flour, baking powder, and salt. I'm going to add the sugar and unsweetened cocoa. It's not but 2 tablespoons going to this part. Mix it. We're going to mix it until you cannot tell one ingredient from the other. That's the way we want it, just like that. I have the oil mixed with the milk, so I'm adding that, and a little vanilla bean paste. Always makes everything good. We're going to mix this until it's smooth. This turned out so well. I was so pleased with it. Now I'm adding the nuts, which is just half a cup, and I chose to use pecans, my favorite nut of all time, into the 8x8 greased baking dish. I'm going to spread it around evenly, and we go to step 2. We're going to mix brown sugar and unsweetened cocoa powder again. This is 3/4 cup brown sugar and 1/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa. You want it to look like this. You don't want to be able to tell one ingredient from the other. Now I've got boiling water, 1.5 cups of boiling water, and to that I'm adding the brown sugar cocoa mixture. Mix it till it's smooth and the cocoa and the sugar are dissolved in the hot water. Now, to make it easier on me, I'm pouring it into a measuring cup, 4-cup measuring cup that has a spout, so it's easier to pour over the brownie batter. Do not mix. You pour over the top, and that's all you do. It goes into the oven like this. It turned out so well, and it tasted so good. So I'm going to let it cool just slightly because we're going to serve this warm. Look at that pudding underneath. So I spread a little pudding on top, spread a little pudding on the bottom, spread a little pudding in my tummy. So that's how it looked prior to going in the oven. And that's how it looks coming out. Magic! Brownie pudding cake. This is another flipping dessert. Well, wait, what I mean is the liquid pudding starts out on top, but in the oven the brownie rises and the pudding is on the bottom. Kind of like the pecan cheesecake pie that I made a few months ago. But physics aside, this dessert is killer. I mean, look at it, so chocolatey and rich. What you have is a soft chocolate brownie cake on top with a rich, decadent chocolate sauce on the bottom. And of course, your choice of nuts to give it a little crunch. To fancy it up a little, I put a dollop of whipped cream and chocolate curls on top. Now that looks amazing. And of course, if you happen to have some vanilla ice cream in the freezer, that wouldn't be a bad idea either. So if you want to make this dish, then go to darlenestable.com and find the recipe with all the ingredients. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, give us a like and consider subscribing. That way you can keep up with what is going on right here on Darlene's Table.